This is some big information in concerns to Ebola and what they're doing here. This is a big test, a huge test. I want everyone to stop for a minute and see what's happening in Africa. This is a breeding ground, a testing ground. They are doing this in real time, watching West Africa by satellite in real time, by drone in real time. Every aspect of what is happening here with this Ebola strain, this new one that was made in the Kinema Bioweapons Lab, they're watching it mutate in real time. What they're doing is they're taking the DNA sequences from all of this, and it's revealing the spread and the mutation. And what that means is they are watching this go from person to person. Soon as somebody gets a symptom, they're taking the blood from them, they're sending it off to the lab, they're testing this, and what they're able to do is get a vast study of genomes, different genomes from different people. In this Ebola virus is mutating when it comes in contact with each and every different genome. Do you see? So what they're doing, and they're not telling anybody, is they're farming this whole thing. Okay? They created this whole thing in the Kinema Weapons Lab, which they have since scurried to shut down. This didn't come from a bat. Yes, Ebola may have other strains, but this new strain was made in a lab, put upon the people. In this area, believe it or not, is being heavily quarantined in West Africa. The powers that be that are overseeing this, they are watching this with a fine-tooth comb. Everything. And yes, even they make flaws. They're trying to play God, in a sense, here with these viruses and with these diseases. And it's no secret that the men behind it are some of the most wealthy on the planet that have already proposed plans for wiping out the population reduction. So what they're doing now is they are taking these sequences, 99 sequences in this study, they're stating. I'm going to read a little bit from this article. Have also already been released online. A very selfless gesture that would have threatened the study of the author's chance of publication, but he didn't care. He allowed other scientists to quickly access this crucial data. Now I'm going to move this down here, and you can see you can literally follow on a nucleotide basis how the virus changes from patient to patient over time. You see this? Because you have so many individual genomes here from many individual patients. This is big time. And what they're doing is, like I said, this is a breeding ground. This is a big testing ground where they're watching this Ebola virus, this new strain, take its effect on different people. And this woman here, one of the first patients to receive it, survived. So there's something within certain people. Do you see where I'm going with this? They're right as I speak. They're still testing this in real time on these people. They're testing how it's mutating. They're watching this. This is the only way that they could do it. Unless they kidnapped all these people and took them into a secret facility and tried to pull it off that way. But no, they wanted to introduce this into a real society type of setting. And this is the place that they so chose. West Africa. So, they're going to make mistakes. And I hope that they're not planning, these sick people are not planning on using this bioweapon down the road after they've tested, let's say, thousands and thousands of people, but majority of them black people who are going to have different genomes than Indians, than white people. Do you see what I'm saying? There's going to be room for error here. That means that they're not quite sure how this bacteria is going to affect those genomes inside of other people. It could do something crazy. It get completely out of control. And that's not to scare nobody, that's the truth. But it seems to me they are using this as a big farm They're watching it from space. They can zoom in any area. Anyone that tries to go anywhere, they can gun them down. They can catch them. And in all reality, some of these people think that they're free to roam in these certain areas. They're really probably being kept in check. They have to be. They absolutely have to be. There's so much more to this than what they're telling anyone. And you can guarantee this much. It's not going to show up en masse anywhere until it's ready. It will continue to spread there in Africa, yes, I'm sure. But as far as popping up in other countries, not until they're ready. Because, buddy, if it does pop up somewhere and they're not ready, this is where the stuff of the movies comes to real life. Where it gets out of control and they have to scramble and race to try to find. Yeah. I think the most important part of this video, though, guys, is this. They are studying the DNA sequencing. They are actually looking at how this Ebola virus is affecting each individual genome in every single person. Now you know what's going on in West Africa, and it's going to continue until the people stop it. It's all in our hands, guys. It's what we do. Information is key. Cherish it, share it, and just know we're in this together. For those of you who think you're going to run into the hills to survive alone, we're in this together. It's time to start operating as a unit. This has been Dabu 7. Eyes open.